I had always thought of myself as careful with money. My life wasn't extravagant, but I managed everything well. My wife, Lena, on the other hand, had never cared much about numbers. She liked luxury, shopping sprees, and going out with friends, but bills and bank accounts were always my responsibility. I never minded, it felt like a part of marriage. Until the day I realized how differently we saw money. It was a sunny Saturday morning. I was sitting at the breakfast table, scrolling through my emails, when Lena appeared behind me. "I just want to see my balance," she said, smiling. She held her phone out casually, as if this was the simplest request in the world. I raised an eyebrow. "You mean your bank account?" "Yes, my account. It won't take long. Just want to check how much I have." I hesitated. Normally, this would have been fine. But something in her tone made me uneasy, almost like she was expecting something unusual. "Okay," I said carefully, "but only for a quick check." She smiled again and typed in her login. That's when I noticed her expression start to change. Her brow furrowed. She glanced at me nervously. "It's strange," she said. "It says 0. My balance is 0. I laughed lightly, thinking she was joking. "What do you mean 0? You've been paid. Your account isn't empty." Her hands trembled slightly as she tapped around the app. "I don't understand. I just wanted to see my balance, but it's gone. All of it." I moved closer, trying to peek at the screen without being too obvious. And that's when my heart skipped a beat, not out of panic, but out of disbelief. The balance she was looking at wasn't hers. It was mine. All of it. I had set up a new banking app that connected both our accounts for convenience. Somehow, she had logged into my account instead of hers. And the number staring back at us was ridiculous. My account wasn't just big. It was unimaginably large. Far beyond what either of us had ever earned together. The kind of number that made your brain freeze. Lena's jaw dropped. "Wait, this isn't mine? How is this even possible?" I swallowed. "It's mine," I said slowly. "And, well, I guess you're seeing it for the first time." Her face changed from shock to embarrassment to awe in a matter of seconds. I didn't know you had this," she whispered, barely able to speak. I leaned back in my chair, trying not to laugh. There was no anger in me at that moment, just a mix of amusement and disbelief. For months, I had quietly built investments, savings, and businesses on the side. I had planned for the future, for security, for a life that neither of us fully understood yet. And here she was, expecting to see her account, only to be confronted with a fortune she had never imagined. How did you manage all this?" she asked, almost trembling. I smiled. Careful planning, patience, and a lot of discipline. Nothing magic. She stayed silent for a few moments, staring at the screen as if trying to memorize every zero. Then, suddenly, she laughed, a nervous, relieved kind of laugh. "I came here thinking I was checking my account, and instead, I discovered my husband is secretly a millionaire." I chuckled. "Well, yes. I wanted to surprise you eventually. But I guess the app did it first." That day changed something between us. It wasn't about the money, it was about trust, surprise, and the realization that sometimes people hide incredible things for a reason. She didn't scold me for keeping it a secret, she didn't demand explanations or complain. She just sat there, holding my hand, looking at the screen as if she was seeing a dream come true. Later, over coffee, she said softly, "I guess I have to be more careful when I ask to check my balance." I laughed. "Yes, maybe next time, check your own account first." From that day on, everything shifted in subtle ways. We talked about finances openly, shared plans, and even laughed about that morning as if it were a story from another life. The money was staggering, yes, but the lesson was even more valuable. Trust and patience often lead to the most astonishing surprises in life. And sometimes, all it takes is a simple request, like checking your balance, to change your perspective completely.